Okay, so we'll get started. We'll chant opening prayers. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalaam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanutam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanutamsha हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Okay. So I see we have Ayushman and Ramaya also joined, and Shlok has also joined. Okay, thank you everyone for joining. Today we're going to be discussing about a very important verse, Bhagavad Gita 6.6. So we have now reached the sixth chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And this chapter is called Dhyana Yoga. So it's about training the mind. It's about all about Arjuna asks Krishna lot of questions about how to fix the mind, how to train the mind. These days it's a big topic, right? Mind control. So there's a secret verse in which Krishna tells us how the mind works. So we will learn the secret verse today. Okay? So it's in the sixth chapter and it's the sixth verse. So I will read each of the word. Hold on. Yeah, so I'll read each of these words and everyone can unmute and repeat after me. Can everyone also please make your videos visible if possible? Okay, thank you for those who open the videos. Okay. All right. Yeah, please turn on your videos. Nitya has also joined. Thank you for joining, Nitya. So this is a secret verse which tells you about the nature of the mind. Okay. So I'm going to say each word of the verse, and then we will, all of you can unmute and repeat after me. Bandhur
बन्धुर
आत्मात्मनस्
आत्मात्मनस्
तस्य
तस्य
येनात्मैवात्मना
येनात्मैवात्मना
जितः
जितः
अनात्मनस्तु
अनात्मनस्तु
शत्रुत्वे
तत्कृत्वे
वर्तेतात्मैव
वर्तेतात्मैव
शत्रुवत्.
शत्रुवत्.
Okay, so we'll go over. So this is not every word, this is just the important words, Sanskrit words from the shloka that we'll be focusing on for the meaning. So bandhu means friend. Atma or atmanas
Atma.
Atma.
Means mind of the living entity.
Mind of the
The mind of the living entity.
Jitaha means to conquer or to train.
conquered.
Conquer or to train. Conquered or to train.
Anatmana,
Atmana.
one who fails to conquer.
One who
One who
fails to conquer.
failed to conquer.
Shatruvat,
Shatruvat. Shatruvat.
as an
Long we
enemy.
have. As an enemy. Enemy. Okay.
Okay. So I will have someone read the translation. Any volunteers? This in purple in italics is the translation here. Let's see. Yes, Nitya.
For him who has
You want to
conquered
do
the
it?
mind,
Yeah.
the mind is the best of friends, but for
Who's
one who
going to?
has failed to do so, his mind will remain the greatest enemy.
Thank you. Anybody else who would like to read? Let's see who all have not read before. Yes, Samanyu and Samir. We would love to hear
We're
from
at the
you.
same time? Yeah. For him who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. But for one who has failed to do so, his mind will remain the greatest enemy. The mind is
That's good. That's
like
good.
a
That
wild
is the
child.
translation.
Oh yeah. Oh,
That's good. Okay, let's see who
okay.
else. Yes,
Long.
Ayushman and Ramaya.
The what?
For him who has
Let me see how long we have left.
the mind is the best of friends, but no
I need to see how long we have
who has failed
on the
to do
battery.
so, his mind will remain the greatest enemy.
Okay, thank you. And I think Rohanika and Aradhya, yes. Please read.
For him who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. But for one who has failed to do so, his mind will remain the greatest enemy.
Okay, so this verse is talking about how to make your mind your best friend and how your mind actually, if you don't train your mind, can be your biggest enemy. So, so we're going to talk about how to do this, okay? And we'll also be talking about a story. Okay. So when you train your mind becomes your best friend. It reminds you to be kind, it reminds you to share, it reminds you to think good thoughts and to not speak rudely, to not speak badly, to behave well. It all comes from the mind. And then you have the trickster mind. So the mind can help you. It can be your friend, your best friend, or it can trick you. An untrained mind makes you feel angry, makes you feel bored, or makes you want things that you don't need. So that's how an untrained mind can actually deteriorate or degrade you. And there's a training. So this doesn't happen on its own. There's a training, just like sometimes you see people go to the gym, right? And in the gym, what do people do in the gym? Anybody can tell? Yes, Ramaya?
At the gym, people work out and they
Okay.
get muscles.
Yeah, yeah, they work out, they exercise. Do they lift weights sometimes? Right? So when they lift weights, what happens? What happens when people lift weights? Their muscles get bigger, right? They get stronger. And then they're able to lift heavy things. They're able to have stronger bodies, right? They're able to have stronger legs. They're able to climb or walk long distances. So it's very important to condition your muscles, to strengthen your muscles, to be able to, so when you get old, so when people get old, they don't have to deal with weak muscles, weak body, weak arms, right? So that's why people go to the gym and they train their muscles. So similarly, the mind is also like a muscle. If you want to have a strong mind, you would have to train your mind by regular practice, by regular meditation, and by doing service. So, service means seva in Sanskrit, and by doing regular meditation, mantra meditation. So, very difficult in this age of Kali Yuga, very difficult to focus your mind on one thing. Has anyone experienced that? Is it easy to focus your mind? Yes or no? Let's see. Who can tell us? No? Nitya is saying no? Okay. I can't see the rest of you. All of your videos went off. But but yes, it's very difficult, right? To train the mind. It's very difficult to focus on our mind. So that's why in Kali Yuga, the prescription, the Vedas has given us prescription for mantra meditation. So to focus our mind on a mantra, on a sound vibration. Because if you simply meditate, if you close your eyes and meditate simply, it's very difficult. You hear so many sounds. You can hear the AC, you can hear the fan, you can hear the cars running outside, you can hear people talking around you. So you get distracted, right? It's so distracting. But when you do mantra meditation, when you listen to sound vibration, you can focus your mind on the sound, especially when it is a loud sound, like in a kirtan, right? When the mantras are sung in kirtan, the mantras are loud, and that's when you can focus your mind on the mantra. So, this is a little game here. So, in this first box, you see a lot of monkeys, and these monkeys are saying, I'm so angry that I didn't get the biggest cookie. It's not fair. And in the second box, this boy who does meditation is saying, let me share this cookie with my friend. Krishna will be happy. So, in which of these boxes is the mind, enemy mind talking? The the person, the monkeys who don't want to share their cookies, or the little boy who wants to share? Yes, Nitya.
What?
So, which of these are enemy minds talking?
Monkeys.
The monkey,
Box
yeah.
one.
Yeah, so this is the mind that is not being one's friend, right? It's the trickster mind. Okay. So meet your best friend forever. So you can have so many friends. You can have so many wonderful people around you. But if your mind is not your own friend, then you're in trouble. So the loyal dog mind. So a well-trained mind, a well-controlled mind is like a loyal dog. It listens to what you ask it to do. So it stays by your side and it listens to your instructions. So it helps you focus during japa. Japa is mantra meditation. So it helps you focus. It makes you feel peaceful. It makes you feel happy. And it reminds you that Krishna is always with you. So I'm going to give you a few examples. Okay. So you want to play a video game and your parents say that no, you can't play now. You have to study first and then play. But you say, so in this situation, what would you do if your mind is your friend? If your parents say, no, no, don't play your video game. First you have to study and then you play. Yes, Nitya.
If your mind was your friend, you would listen to your mind, and if your mind said no, if your mind said yes to listen to your parents, you would listen to them.
Okay, yes, right. So if you want your mind to be your enemy, then you would play video games all day, right? So there are some positive things with screen time, but there are also a lot of negative things. Too much of anything is not good, right? So if your mind is telling you, no, no, I don't want to listen to my parents. I want to play video games. So is your mind being your best friend? I don't want to study. Is that going to help you get good marks in school? Do well in school? No, right? So you have to listen. And what about candies? There's another example. Say your parents, you have so many candies at home, and your parents tell you that I have cooked some nice food. And then you say, no, no, I want to eat some candies. I don't want to eat the food that is cooked by my mom. Is that your mind being your friend or an enemy?
Enemy.
Yes, that's right. So, we're going to talk about a story right now. Story of Ambarish Maharaj and Durvas Muni. So Ambarish Maharaj, he was a very, so we're going to talk about how their minds were so different from each other. So Ambarish Maharaj, this story comes in the ninth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, and it is a very famous story. And it talks about how, it talks about the power of devotion and how, devotion actually doing bhakti, practicing bhakti actually helps control our mind and helps get the protection that we need from Krishna. So Ambrish Maharaj was a very powerful king. He ruled the entire world during his time, and yet he was a completely surrendered devotee of Vishnu. He was a completely surrendered devotee of the Lord, and he performed his duties very nicely as a king. He protected his citizens, and he also kept his mind constantly fixed on the Lord. He used his words to speak about Krishna. He used his mind, he used his feet to walk to the temple of Krishna. He used his hands to make beautiful garland and jewelry for Krishna, and in such a way, Amrish Maharaj was always focused. His mind was always naturally focused and naturally calm. And what happened was, once he was doing a fast. He was doing the Ekadashi fast, and he was fasting from grains and beans for a whole year, 365 days. He did not eat anything. And then it was time to break the fast. It was time to, break the fast. And usually there is a time in which you have to break the fast. There's like a couple of hours. You have to break your fast during that time. And generally, devotees of the Lord will break their fast by taking some grains during that period of time. So, and it's a small amount of time usually. But if you do it during that time, there's a lot of spiritual benefit. So, Durvas Muni, once he was coming, so Durvas Muni is a very great saint, very great sage, but he has one problem, this Durvas Muni. He gets angry very, very easily. On the tiniest thing, Durvas Muni will become angry. So, what happens is Durvas Muni, he comes and he's about to, the king is about to break his fast, and Durvas Muni comes, and he comes as a guest. So Ambrish Maharaj, he welcomes him, and he, with a lot of respect, and he invites him, come and eat something. So Durvas Muni accepts the invitation to eat, but he says, first I have to take a bath. So he goes to the Yamuna river nearby and he starts to take a bath. But he was taking very long time at the river. He didn't come very quickly when he went there. And this window for fast break was trying getting over, this auspicious window where he has to break the fast, the timeline where he has to break his fast was getting over. And the king was now feeling very confused that if he breaks the fast on time, then if he did not break his fast on time, then his vow is broken. The fasting that he did for such a long period of time, that vow would be broken. And if he ate before his guest, then he would commit a serious offense against a sage, a Brahmana. So he was now very, very confused, Ambarish Maharaj. So he consulted his advisors, and they told him, okay, you can sip on a little water. So if you break your fast with a little water, then it's considered both breaking as well as not breaking a fast. So he said, okay. So he took a little sip of water and he broke his fast while Durvas Muni was away. Now, Durvas Muni, because he has a lot of mystic powers, he understood that Ambarish Maharaj had broken his fast. So he returned back in so much anger, and he felt very insulted that the king had eaten before him when actually he didn't eat. He only drank a sip of water before serving his guest. So Durvas Muni, he was very well known for his anger and for his short temper, and he said, you think you are a great devotee, and you think, but you have no respect for a guest like me. So Durvas Muni, what he did, he took a little tuft of his hair and he created a fiery demon from that tuft of hair. Do you see in this picture? So, this fiery demon in the picture, he created from the tuft of his hair to kill Ambarish Maharaj. So, who had mind control here? So let me ask you this way: who did not have mind control here? Yes, Nandini or Nandika, one of you.
Durvas Muni, because he had a short temper, so he got angry, but Ambrish Maharaj had mind control.
Yeah, and it was such a small thing, right? Amrish Maharaj simply broke his fast with a sip of water. It's not like he ate before his guest. But Durvas Muni, for such a small thing, he became so angry that he made a demon, a fiery demon, right? So Amrish Maharaj, when this happened, he stayed perfectly calm and he simply prayed to the Lord. So he simply prayed to the Lord. He folded his hands and he prayed, and he said, and he tried not to fight. He did not try to flee from there. He simply stayed where he was. And immediately there was a Sudarshan Chakra, which is the spinning disc of Lord Vishnu, which came, and it instantly came, and it it killed the demon. It removed the demon from there, and then the Sudarshan Chakra started attacking Durvas Muni. So in this next slide, we can see that Krishna or Vishnu's Sudarshan Chakra had come to protect Amrish Maharaj, And the Sudarshan Chakra followed Ambrish Maharaj all over the universe. Sorry, Durvas Muni all over the universe. So Durvas Muni is running for his life. And even Brahma, Shiva, nobody could help him. So we can see here that Durvas Muni's mind, because he had uncontrolled anger, his mind led him into big trouble. So if we have uncontrolled anger, if we have uncontrolled pride, if we have uncontrolled hankering for things, then it can land us into big trouble. But if we are able to control our mind, so even Ambarish Maharaj could have attacked Durvas Muni. Even Ambarish Maharaj could have, he was a powerful king, he was king of the entire earth. But he didn't do that. He stayed calm and he simply prayed to the Lord. And we can see how Ambarish Maharaj's mind kept him safe and protected, right? So then Durvas Muni ran and nobody could save him. But he went to Lord Brahma, and Lord Brahma said, I cannot save you. Only Lord Vishnu can save you because this is Lord Vishnu's Sudarshan Chakra. And then he went to Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva told him the same thing, I cannot save you. Only Lord Vishnu can save you. So finally, Durvas Muni went all the way. He came out of this universe and went to the Vaikuntha planets, and he begged Lord Vishnu that please, please save me, please save me. And Lord Vishnu told Durvas Muni that I cannot help you. I am completely under the control of my devotees. And Ambarish Maharaj is my devotee. So you will have to go to Ambarish Maharaj and ask for forgiveness. And Ambarish Maharaj, and then Durvas Muni then goes to Ambarish Maharaj and he falls at his feet. And Amrish Maharaj, unfortunately, he was still waiting for Durvas Muni to come and eat at his home so that he can break his fast properly. So, so he prayed to the Sudarshan Chakra to go away, and now Durvas Muni was humbled by the compassion and the kindness of Amrish Maharaj. So here's a little to here. Amrish Maharaj, he was so busy ruling a kingdom, but his mind was always his best friend because he used his mind to think of Krishna's feet and his hands to clean the temple of Krishna and his ears to hear the stories of Krishna. So even such a powerful yogi like Durvas Muni's anger could not touch Amrish Maharaj. So here we can see it is a little quiz for all of you. So all of you have to help Durvas Muni. Which thought will stop the Sudarshan Chakra? If if Durvas Muni says, I am a powerful yogi, I will find someone stronger than Krishna to protect me. Or if or if Durvas Muni says, I was wrong and I should say sorry to Ambrish Maharaj. So already the answer is highlighted. But if you can unmute and say which one is the right answer. Yes, I think someone circled, right? Someone circled the right answer. So yes, if Durvas Muni apologizes to Amrish Maharaj, then that is what is going to stop the Sudarshan Chakra. Good job. Okay. So now we're going to talk about the mind, monkey mind. So monkey mind will make you watch TV instead of doing your studies. It will make you watch TV instead of doing something nice to help your parents. It tells you that you are the best and it creates fake worries and fears. Okay. So this is how to train your mind in the modern day. One is mantra meditation. So how to train? So we have to do the same thing every single day to train our mind and to train it to be our best friend. So how to train the mind to be our best friend? By doing mantra meditation and by chanting the mantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Can everyone unmute and chant with me?
Yes.
Yes? If you can unmute and chant with me. Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
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 Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram.
So
Sorry.
for 10 minutes every day, if you can chant this mantra, if you have beads, you can chant on the beads. And if you chant this mantra for 10 minutes, you can this clears the mind, the mirror of a mind. There's a lot of dust on our mind right now. And if you chant this mantra every day, it cleans our mind. It helps us behave nicely. It helps us get all the good
Hare
qualities.
Krishna.
And then there's another method that is also talked about, that is eating prasadam, which is eating food that is offered to Krishna. So you can tell your parents, you can have a little picture of Krishna and you can say, whatever you cook, can you offer it to the Lord? You can put a little tulsi leaf on top of that offering in a clean plate that has not been used to eat. You can keep a separate plate for Krishna and you can offer food. You can offer bhoga to Krishna. And that makes our mind peaceful and pure. And also praying every day, doing everything in a prayerful mood. And sorry about that. Give me 1 minute, okay?
Hello?
Okay, sorry about that. So chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the holy name is like a soap, is like a detergent. It cleans our heart, it cleans our mind. Actually, according to our scriptures, you know how when we talk about the mind, we think that the mind is up in our brain. But according to the Vedic scriptures, actually, the mind is in our heart. So, when we chant Hare Krishna, when we do mantra meditation, it's like cleaning our dusty heart or dusty mind. And then eating Krishna Prasadam. So, food, eating pure food, vegetarian food makes our mind calm and happy. When we eat food that, you know, has been, killed animals, when we eat food that, you know, is non vegetarian, actually, because of the suffering that the animals have gone through, that makes our mind also suffer a lot. So it makes our mind also very agitated. So eating vegetarian food, offering it with a tulsi leaf to a picture of Krishna or to a deity of Krishna, that will make our mind calm and peaceful and not agitated like a monkey. And also keeping our hands and mind busy, doing something for Krishna, cleaning the pots, drawing, singing, all these different activities will keep our mind busy, because if our mind is not busy, then we will want to do all kinds of naughty things. So we should keep our mind doing something useful, helping our parents at home, right? Trying to see how we can help them, make their life easier, right? In this way, we can serve our parents. And by serving our parents, Krishna becomes very, very happy. So, so we can try to do these things. And these mantra meditation, eating pure food, and doing some service will help us keep our mind under control. If we do these things every single day, chanting, mantra meditation, eating prasadam, and doing service, then every single day, if we practice these things, then our mind will become calm and happy, and it will not get us into trouble. Okay, so one more game here. So these are some situations. So you see that your friend has a cool new toy and you feel happy for them. Is your mind your friend or your enemy? Someone can unmute and say.
Friend.
Good job. You're doing your homework and your mind keeps telling you to go and play video games instead. Is your mind being your friend or enemy?
Enemy.
Yes. And you feel angry because you lost a game. So you lost a soccer match or a basketball match. But your mind tells you it's okay, it's just a game. Is your mind being your friend or an enemy?
Friend. That's the answer.
Good job. No, you can say the answer. Just unmute and say the answer. Okay, you see delicious prasad and your mind reminds you to offer your obeisances first. Is your mind being a friend or an enemy?
Friend.
Friend. Good job. Okay, um, so now you know how to make your mind your friend, and you know how to make your mind how your mind can also be your enemy, right? So that is the end of our class. Do you have any questions on anything? Anybody would like to ask something or share what you liked? Who would like to share what they liked from today's class? Yes, Nandini Nandika.
I like the Sage Darvasa's story. Is it okay if my friends are attending too? Yeah. Can they share what they like too?
Yes, of course. Please. Do you want to share what you liked?
They don't want to.
They don't want to. Okay, no problem. No problem. Who would like to share what they like? Nitya, you want to share what you liked?
I like the story.
You like the story? That's good. Ramaya? No, okay, no problem. Someone new and Samir. Yes, Samir.
I like the story. I
You
like
like-
the story too.
That's good. What did you like in the story?
Basically the whole story, yeah.
The whole story? That's
Yeah, that was
good.
good.
That's good.
Let me type it in.
Okay. Ansh, you want to share what you liked in the story?
You don't want me to send that?
If Ansh is available.
I know. I'm just gonna keep it there.
Okay. If not, Ruhanika and Aradhya, you want to share?
I like the story.
Okay. Do you want to share what you liked in the story?
All of it.
Okay, that's good. Yes, Ramaya, your hand is up.
I enjoyed the part of the story when basically I just like the whole story. It's like
You like the whole story. Okay. That's good. All right. Thank you
No, we
so
already
much,
said that.
everyone. Um, Very grateful for you joining. Hare Krishna. We'll chant closing prayers. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Thank you for joining everyone. Hare Krishna.